Test question 1 is about finding the vertex and the y-intercept of a quadratic equation that is written in vertex form. So here on the side of the slideshow, you could see what the vertex form of the parabola looks like. The vertex is the ordered pair that lies at HK. Now it's very important to recognize that it feels kind of like this H flips directions. In the equation, it'll say x minus a number, but at the vertex value, the h value is positive. In reverse of that, if this said x plus a number, you would have a negative value here where the h is. So just be aware that vertex feels a little backwards because it has that kind of flip to the sign. And in this yellow box, we have how to find a y-intercept, which is just to replace the x value with 0 and then to solve. So let's go ahead and let's get into it. So firstly, I'll stick it with blue. Let's find our vertex. So vertex, again, is an ordered pair, so I went ahead and wrote it as an ordered pair. My h value is a 4, and so h is defined as the value that's being subtracted from x. And so 4 is being subtracted from x. That's why it's a positive 4 here. And then your k value just carries whatever sign is in front of it. So I put a -7 down here. Alright, the next part of it is to find the y-intercept. So to find the y-intercept, all that you have to do is take the function and evaluate it when x equals 0. That's why we write f of 0. Alright, so where the x is in the equation, I went ahead and replaced it with the number 0. And now I'm just solving. So if I'm following order of operations, which is Pemdas, I start with my parentheses. So inside the parentheses, I have 0 minus 4, which is -4. The next part is the exponent. Now notice when I wrote this -4, I left it in parentheses. The reason why is because, I'll erase this in a second, but -4 squared is not the same thing as -4 squared. On this one, the order of operations tells you to square the 4 and then make that negative, which would produce a -16. Whereas on this side, this is saying to take the -4 and to times it by itself, which would produce a +16. So be aware that those parentheses are very important, and many calculators require you to use parentheses or else you're going to get a negative value there. Alright, so -4 squared is a +16, and +16 minus 7 is 9. So the y-intercept here is the ordered pair 0, because that's what we plugged in for x, 9. Alright, so just making room so I could do this on the same side, or the other side. Alright, so starting with my vertex. Alright, I see here I have a x minus 2 where my h is. So the number being subtracted from x is a +2. And then my k is the 10 that's just kind of looming over here. And then to calculate the y-intercept, I'm finding the function evaluated at 0. So where the letter x is, I'm replacing that with the number 0. Then I simplify inside the parentheses. So 0 minus 2 is -2 squared. And I keep those parentheses, remember. -2 squared is a +4. And then 4 plus 10 is 14. So the y-intercept on this function is at 0, which is what I plugged in for x, and then 14.